Alright everybody, welcome back to another video on the DD Valley YouTube channel. Today we are going to be, I'm going to be giving you a tour of what I have set up for my storage rooms right now. So I have gone pretty overkill in between finishing these quests and waiting for the new quest to come out on April 5th. When the obviously the update drops and we get Simba and other Lion King characters into the game. So with that, I decided to just go crazy and just kind of start building my storage rooms up. So like I was saying, I have 6 different storage rooms. So we're gonna go through each of them one by one, and I'll kind of just walk through why I've done everything the way I have. So we're gonna start off on the first floor here. And again, so I've gone overkill with these. I've done more than we probably need to do, but I just like having everything very organized. So when it comes to questing, I can just know where everything is, and then we can go about it. So this is my vegetable storage room here. So this is everything that you can harvest or garden in the game. So right up front here, if you watched my previous video, you know that I keep all my spices in here. I'm almost full for this one here. The idea is that once I have chests full up of a specific resource, that then I can just start selling that and start making money that way. But I wanted to make sure that before I start selling stuff, that I make sure I have enough of it. So for instance, if I just go over to gooseberries here, I have it fully loaded here. I know some people are going to say, like, well, they also have medium and large chests out there. You can do that. I think that would, like, I already think I've gone overkill by having this many of each resource kind of already stocked up. And I think doing a medium or large chest, one, you're spending Dreamlight, which I don't really like to do or encourage others to do because I think it's going to be very important later on in the game. I think realms are just going to keep getting more and more expensive to unlock. So again, that's why I've just opted for smaller chests. But this is how I have everything in my vegetable storage room here. Star, I actually don't need you to follow me anymore. I forgot that you still were. We were doing some fishing earlier today. Right, so I have everything laid out here. So what I have is I just have these black kitchen islands, and that's what everything is kind of behind. I went with the black over the white. I think the black is kind of just a bit more sleek, and also the items stand out a bit better on top. I did try some white ones, but I found with stuff like coconut or the rice or stuff like that, that it was kind of blending into the counter a bit too much. And I find these black ones are kind of a bit more gray, honestly, when you actually have them in the game. But I find all the items really stand out from everything. And I've done pretty much four of everything on top. These items have 4 individual slots on top, so that's why I did 4. I tried just doing 1. I do like having a more minimalistic look. But the one just looked a bit too minimal. It looked like too empty in here, and I just find it looks a bit better when you have 4 of everything, and then plus the one giant pumpkin, obviously. So this is what I have for my storage room here, and pretty much what I do every day is I'll go to Wally's garden. I'll pick everything from Wally's garden, kind of put everything in here. But then I'm also rotating through. I have a plot of gardening, like a 99 spots, I believe I have. I'll just go through and I kind of just do those, rotate through vegetables, growing them so I can really stock up. So for instance, let's see, something I've done recently. I've done asparagus recently, so I have a pretty full thing of asparagus here, but something I haven't really focused on yet because they're really easy to grow is like carrots. So I don't really have many carrots yet, but again, I'm just working my way from the most expensive vegetables down. Pumpkins, I'm constantly buying, growing and selling, so this one fluctuates. It can be full, it can be empty, but other than that, yeah. So that's kind of what I'm doing with my vegetable storage room here. One thing I would like to add is, like, you'll notice I have cups of coffee here. That's because for some reason, hopefully they fix this with the update coming up, which I didn't see any notes on it when I was looking into it, but it'd be nice if they did. You cannot put coffee beans on any counter or table surface for some reason, but luckily I was able to find a hack online. Well, not really a hack, but just a little kind of loophole in that, where they do allow you to put cups of coffee on top. So now I know where my coffee thing is here. And there are a couple other things like that later on in the storage room that I will just show you. We kind of had to, there's nothing on top, or I had to do a little workaround. So that is the vegetable storage room. Moving on, this is my mining storage room here. So this is just specifically for gems. So I have my rocks and my coal and my iron and anything else you get from mining in my crafting storage rooms, which we'll go to next. But this is just where I have all my my gems stored. So if we just go here, so again, we have the shiny ones, and then we just have the normal ones. I did have some people wondering, like, okay, well, what would we do when we start to get full? Well, my ideal thing is I would like to have a line. Again, I haven't done much mining in this game, but my ideal thing is I'd like to have a full row of regular gems and a full row of shiny gems underneath. So that way, once I get a full row of regular gems, I'll start selling them, start making more money that way. Over here, I have my dream shards and my night shards. And again, that's another thing in the game, which I'm kind of surprised about because they are so prominent in the game. You cannot place them, as of right now, on any counter surface. So I'm really hoping they fix that because it would be nice to have them on top there just to kind of tie the whole room together. And the vault is just where I kind of keep miscellaneous things. So in here right now, looks like I have some potions, I have seeds, I have a book here, and I have this potion, which hopefully with the new update we'll be able to further kind of get working with. This is the golden potato quest, which I'm not sure if a lot of you have done that one. I read about it online. I didn't see anything in-game about it, but you enter a code in, and then you follow some steps, and then if you eventually get to this golden potion. I'm sure there's some stuff online if you can do that. I did the whole golden potato thing without recording it, so I don't have any information on that for you to watch right now. But anyways, we're heading over to our crafting room here. So this crafting room, I want a little bit of lighter walls in this because a lot of the crafting materials are kind of on the darker side. So we have all our woods here. We have all our kind of mining and digging stuff over here. I've also actually put some actual crafting stuff in. So like bricks obviously are made from clay. We have glass, and we have glass vials, which are obviously made from sand. You have to use the sand to make the glass, and use the glass to make the glass vials. Again, I'm stocking up on everything here just because I don't know what the new quests are going to be asking. So even snowballs, where I have a ton of snowballs right now, I'm not really sure why any of the Lion King characters coming into the game would be asking for snowballs, but that's the thing about this game. You never really know what they're going to be asking for. So I think these are, again, trying to stock up from everything. I do have some things combined. Like you saw, I have the glass and the glass vials. I have the regular soil and the rich soil combined just to kind of save space there. But yeah, so this is my crafting room. I have my crafting table right here if I need to craft anything. Yeah, so now let's take it to the second floor where we have my other 3 storage rooms to check out. Alright, so go up to floor 2. I do have all 9 floors. I have 9 floors built right now. A lot of them are just kind of storage areas for other things, like I'm sorting stuff out through realms. I haven't really done anything with them yet. That's why you're not really getting a full house tour on this. It's just going to be these first 2 floors. This I kind of used as like a little kitchen area. I did have this full thing as kitchen. I had my, when I didn't have much storage, I did have my vegetables and my fruit and my fish were all in this room, so I could just come here and cook. But I've found I'm kind of cooking a lot more outside recently. But anyways, we're going to start over here for this one. And this is the fishing room. So I have everything that's to do with anything fishing related. So up front, I have my seaweed and my red algae here. I've tried to kind of sort things from where they're caught, but I haven't really done the best job. And it's mainly kind of sorted on the ease of catching them. So obviously these are really easy to get. These are obviously like you find them every time you go down to Devil's Beach, so it's super easy. And it kind of is working with like herring and rainbow trout, super easy to get. Bass, super easy to get. Perch, super easy. Bream, really easy. And cod. And then working way up like carp and salmon, again, really easy. Starting to get hard. Tuna and catfish. I know it's an orange ripple one, but I find that it is quite easy to get. And I find that Moana's fishing boat also drops a lot of catfish. Going over here, we have all the seafood I've kind of organized by. So we have like the 3 types of shellfish here. Tilapia I find is really easy to get. These ones are all, besides the squid, squids I actually find really easy to get. I get them all the time when I fish. But pike and walleye and swordfish and fugu I find it really hard. Kingfish are almost impossible. Like, I've done a ton of fishing in this game. That's the amount of kingfish I have. And I think I've gotten 2 or 3 of them from Moana's boat. Even with that, I really struggle with getting those. When I'm down on the beach and I'm fishing the blue ripples, it's pretty much always a shrimp I'm getting. So I don't know why. Maybe my game is bugged like that. But at the back, we have kind of the harder ones to get here. So, well, Soul isn't hard, but lancetfish and the anglerfish, those are like, these are unlocked when you get to the Forgotten Lands, and then of course the white sturgeon here as well. So this is my fishing room. Again, I'm sure a lot of people just kind of have all their fish in one area, but because I've been doing so much fishing lately, I started to really fill up on storage. So right here, I already have almost a full row of herring, right? So when we're working with stuff like that, I did just like to kind of have everything organized a bit more. If that way, when I am doing quests, if it says, oh, like I need to go get a tilapia, I can just come into this room, go to my tilapia chest, get whatever I need out of there, and we're good to go. Again, some people might look at this and say, oh, that's a bit overkill, but that's fine. And speaking of overkill, that's going to be where we're going next here. So this is my first biome room. So these are all the flowers. So this is all the flowers, and these are from the first 4. They're not the first 4 technically, but the way I do my gathering every day, I'm sure a lot of you do this as well. When you start the game up, you go and you do kind of clean up all the biomes and gather all the resources. So what I do is I do the lower 4 biomes, and then I do the upper 4 biomes. And by the lower 4, I just kind of have a system. I always start in the plaza, I go down to the meadow, and then I do go over to the Glade of Trust and do Dazzle Beach, and then I'll do the forest and Frosted Heights, and then move over to the plateau and the Forgotten Lands after. So down here, so we have all the flowers from the plaza, all the flowers from the meadow, all the flowers from Dazzle Beach, and then all the flowers from the Glade of Trust. So I have it organized this way just because this is just the route I do, and that way I can just do all my gathering for the lower, or what I call the lower biomes, and I can just come in here, dump all the flowers, and then just head out and go to the upper biomes. Yeah, and I'll just show you my upper biome here. This one is kind of a frustrating room, and it's something I really dislike that they've done with the game, is all the flowers, for the most part, take up just like a 2x2 plot. Some of them are even smaller than that, but these ones right here, these bromeliads, they take up, yeah, the bromeliads, they take up they take up a 3x3 space, so they didn't fit on these 2x2 or 4x2 counters where that can fit 2 of them, but like they don't fit on these counters. So I had to bring these tables in, which I don't really like. This is something I'm definitely going to change at some point, and I'm hoping that I can find some different furniture and stuff like that that will be able to work better for this. So far, this is what I'm working with, which is fine, it's functional, but I just don't really like the look of it. It's purely just a thing where I come in here, it just bothered me that everything isn't consistent. But anyways, that does it for the storage room tours. Let me know if you've done anything different with your storage room. Let me know if you have any questions about how I have my storage rooms the way they are, how I built them. Happy to answer any questions in the comments as well. Again, please like and subscribe to this video. It means a lot. And if you haven't checked out any videos on my channel, I have a bunch of tutorials, and we're going to be getting into a bunch of other fun stuff too. Talking about updates, talking about rankings and stuff like that. So again, please stay tuned, and we will see you in the next video. All right, thanks everyone. Have a great day.